Hello, I'm Camelia, and this is KiniNews. Bersih is choosing to call a spade when it comes to election offences. This comes after Hadi Awang defended PAS's move to distribute cash during GE15 as an act of charity and not bribery. Bersih disagrees.
Electoral watchdog Bersih has reiterated that giving cash handouts during elections is still a form of bribery. It said the Election Offences Act and the Political Financing Act should be quickly enforced to control this violation. Bersih also proposed that a permanent parliament standing committee to scrutinize the election system and process needed to be established. Bersih was referring to past President Abdul Hadi Awang's stance that the party's distribution of cash to voters during GE15 was a charitable act and did not break any electoral laws. Bersih added that the giving of cash or anything valuable during elections can be considered as the election offense of bribery. Bersih cited that Hadi's statement that only candidates and their representatives are prohibited from giving handouts is not in line with Section 10 of the Election Offences Act. According to this section, anyone who directly or indirectly contributes money or anything else of value before, during, or after an election may be judged to have committed the offense of corruption.
Zahid Hamidi, who himself is facing corruption charges, slammed PAS as being hypocrites. He said when the Islamist party does it, it's charity, but when others do it, it's corruption. Zahid's comments did not sit well with certain PAS leaders.
Deputy Prime Minister Ahmad Zahid Hamidi has been accused of deliberately sowing confusion over past President Abdul Hadi Awang's statement. This is over Hadi's comments on cash handouts to voters during the last general election. Past Dewan Ulama Chief Ahmad Yahaya said there is a clear distinction between charitable acts and corruption. He added that Hadi has never compromised on this, but Zahid is twisting the issue. In a statement, he said what Hadi explained was clear, and it had nothing to do with legitimizing the act of corruption in Islam as claimed by Zahid. On Sunday, Zahid censured Hadi, who is the MP for Marang, over his claim that the cash handouts were charitable acts. Branding the past president as a hypocrite, Zahid said if Hadi does it, then it's charity, but if others do it, it's corruption. Zahid, who is also Umno president, branded Hadi as a political ulama and urged the latter not to change Islamic rules as he pleases. Yesterday, MACC Chief Commissioner Azam Baki described the cash handouts as potential vote buying.
Umno may have found a new partner according to Wee Ka Siong, but the Chinese party will remain loyal to Perikatan Nasional.
MCA President Wee Ka Siong said the party has never betrayed BN's ideals. He said this is despite being openly critical of Umno-led plans to be a part of the government with former rival Pakatan Harapan. Wee explained that MCA's action was in line with BN's way, unlike Umno, who he had claimed had abandoned two key principles of the coalition. The two principles are consultations and consensus on whether to cooperate with Harapan or Perikatan Nasional when neither held the simple majority needed to form the new government. He said while Umno was busy making connections and forging new political alliances, MCA decided not to interfere and stop them. Speaking to the Malaysian Inside, he said Umno found a new partner and the loyalty of BN member parties is suddenly questioned. He stressed that Umno made decisions without consulting other partners, but MCA has maintained its loyalty to BN. On the other hand, Wee reportedly said many people had appealed to MCA to dissolve the coalition over Umno's conduct. In future elections, Wee said MCA as a component party will also continue to contest under the BN ticket. Previously, MCA had called on Zahid to resign as BN chairperson following the coalition dismal GE15 performance.
More people are being evacuated to flood relief centers in Johor as the floods in the state get worse, with continuous heavy rain expected.
The flood situation in Johor has worsened with the number of evacuees in the state on the rise. Almost 4,000 people have been evacuated as of noon, compared to 3,600 this morning. The State Disaster Management Committee said 6 more temporary relief centers have been opened. This brings the total number of centers to 41 in 5 districts. Sagamat is the worst affected district, with 1,417 people from 399 families evacuated to 16 relief centers. This is followed by Kluang, with 1,191 people from 341 families at 11 centers. Meanwhile, the Meteorological Department has issued a danger level continuous heavy rain warning for the Sagamat, Kluang, Mersing, Kulai, Kota Tinggi, and Johor Bahru districts. It said Tangkak, Muar, Batu Pahat, and Pontian districts are expected to receive heavy rainfall today.
We would like to offer our sincerest condolences to Nurul Izzah, who suffered a miscarriage.
Nurul Izzah Anwar took to social media to share that she recently suffered a miscarriage of her third child. In a Facebook post last night, the former Permatangpao MP said she lost her unborn child whilst carrying out her duties. Through a lengthy caption to a photo of her hugging her mother, Dr. Wan Aziza Wan Ismail, while her father Anwar Ibrahim looks on, Nurul Izzah said this was the first time she hugged her parents since GE15. Nurul added that she thought about all the women who went through similar experiences, each with their own individual story. She offered support to those who suffer a similar fate. Nurul Izzah married Khazanah Research Institute Senior Research Associate Yin Xiaolung in August last year. She has 2 children from a previous marriage, while Yin has a child from a previous marriage. Several leaders have extended their condolences.
If you live in Tanjung Malim, don't be too surprised if you see a tiger staring back at you from outside your window. There's a tiger on the prowl.
A tiger was sighted roaming a residential area in Tanjung Malim, Perak. This is according to a CCTV recording by a resident there. The Wildlife and National Parks Department confirmed receiving a report that the tiger was spotted passing in front of a house in Taman Bernam Baru. Perak Perhilitan Director Yusof Sharif said residents are urged to exercise caution and not to provoke the animal if they chance upon it. Speaking to Bernama, he also urged residents to avoid entering forested areas as there is a record of a tiger in the Bukit Tapah Forest Reserve nearby. He said the department is monitoring the area and will send the tiger back to its habitat if it is spotted. The 49-second CCTV recording claiming to be a tiger walking in front of a home has gone viral on social media. Taman Bernam Baru is located close to the Bukit Tapah Forest Reserve. Malayan tigers are critically endangered with less than 150 left in the wild in Peninsular Malaysia. Among the threats to their existence are habitat loss and poaching.
Parti Bangsa Malaysia is still around, but some of its state divisions have disbanded. However, Larry says only the party headquarters has the power to dissolve any division.
Parti Bangsa Malaysia President Larry Sung has questioned the legitimacy of several state party committees' dissolution. Sung said he has yet to receive any formal dissolution or resignation notice from those committees. He was responding to recent reports about the disbanding and dissolution of PBM's Pahang, Selayang and Negeri Sembilan divisions and wings. The dissolution was reportedly due to the loss of faith in Sung's leadership. Speaking to Malaysia Kini, Sung said it was not up to the state and divisions to dissolve. He added that the dissolution is the prerogative of the headquarters. Last week, the party had said PBM is undergoing restructuring, and as part of the process, new divisions are being created, while the Registrar of Societies registration for some divisions had lapsed.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Kinilia. Thanks for watching.